Hello everyone, and welcome back to the 8 Baby Uberhood challenge, where today we're doing a little detour episode, a little spin-off, and we're going to be looking at Strangetown. Specifically, we're going to be playing Tank Grunt, because a lot of people have been asking about him, and last episode he was reunited or met for the first time, his daughter Pandora. And before Pandora goes off to college, I'd really like them to have a chance to get to know each other. But I thought while we're here, I will do like a little recap of what's been going on in Strangetown. Now, just to be clear, for the most part, I have not really been playing Strangetown. I've been letting story progression do its thing. So some of the things going on here are a little weird. For example, Pascal married Olive Spectre, of all people. I think he actually had a turn on for grey hair, and they are both knowledge sims, so I guess, but I wasn't a huge fan of it, to be honest. And then he is also the first of Olive's husbands to outlive her, because now, the thumbnail hasn't been updated because I haven't played them recently, but it's just Pascal now, and his alien son, Cosmo. He has another alien son, Tycho, who's at college at the moment. And then, a bunch of pets. I should probably rewrite the family bio at some point, but I haven't done. And then, what else is going on here? Who's in the original house now? I know this isn't up to date. Let's just take a little look. Okay, we've got Laszlo and Crystal. Did get married, but they haven't got any kids yet, and they've got a dog. Vidkund, I think, married Hermia Cap and moved into the Cap Manor. Maybe if I do a Veronaville recap at some point, we'll meet them. I think I might do a Veronaville recap when Iago becomes a teenager, because that's when Romeo will be getting out of jail. Exciting. And then what else is going on? Rip and Ophelia got together, which is that's a pairing I quite like, but I've never really played them together. Oh, UFO. Yeah, this is a pairing I quite like, but I've never had them get together before. But I think Johnny got together with someone completely different in this save. So Ophelia and Rip got together, and they do have a baby now, Danielle. And then what else is going on? We've got AJ Loner. He literally is just forever alone. Just living here by himself. I don't know what's going to happen with him. He doesn't really have chemistry with anyone other than Kristen here, who got married to Johnny Smith. Pollination Technician's still around. Jenny's still around, but she's old now. And then we've got Kristen and Johnny. I feel really she should have taken his name. I probably will change this at some point, but I haven't yet. And they have a cat, so that's that household. And then we've got the singles girls. We've got Erin, Chloe, and Lola. This hasn't really come up, but Lola is dating Dirk Dreamer, Lilith's other ex, so I don't know how serious it is, though. They have really good chemistry, but they're both quite ambitious, and I think they've just been more busy with their careers than each other. And then I don't really know what's going on with Chloe and Erin. Nothing much, although they have become friends, which is kind of cute. They always hate each other at the beginning of the game, but they've actually become buddies, which, yeah, it's been nice to see. I think Erin went on a few dates with the best cuisine from Blue Water Village, but it didn't really lead anywhere. And Chloe is dating one of the Trico vampire guys. I forget which one. I don't know if anything will come of that. Maybe she'll be their next victim. Ugh. Hey, not nice to think of, but a possibility. And then up here we've got the Beakers. Loki and Cersei have 2 kids. One is a alien and one isn't. They've got Sarah's Beaker, which I named after one of their kids from Sims 3, or maybe it's just Loki's kid, I can't remember. And then I think Loki must have been abducted by aliens, because they have an alien child as well, which is Rebecca Beaker. And Nervous has moved out now, but I won't spoil where he's moved off to. But I decided he didn't have a lot of reason to stick around in Strangetown, especially because his mother died. But you know how her bio says maybe she's going to leave her fortune to an unnamed heir. I think when she died, he suddenly came into an unexpected amount of money and was like, okay, well, I'm getting out of this weird castle and I don't need to be a test subject for money anymore. So he's moved somewhere else. We'll see about that later. And then who have we got? The Picassos. I moved to Strangetown because they're military themed. It just seemed to make sense. I had them living downtown originally, but yeah, they've moved on. Their kids, I think some of them, we've got Ralph and Laura. And they are both friends with, Ralph, I think, is friends with Camilla, you know, one of Lilith's children. So that's sort of sweet. And these two are also friends with Tank, who is living in the Grunt house. He's still living with his father. He's in the military career, I believe. I'll double check. And currently, you know, Rip is living down here and Buck is at college at the moment. So I thought it would be nice to check in with Tank, see what he's up to, and, you know, give him a chance to get to know Pandora a little bit better. So let's load up the Grunt family. And although it was snowing, I think it is actually summer in their household. So yeah, the snow won't be staying. I don't know why we have it snowing. I'm not sure which family it's winter for, but certainly not the Grunts. So how are we doing? Oh, Matthew is here. Might be nice to say hello. General Buzz is naked. Okay, let's leave him alone. There's Tank. Oh, Jessica is also here. Oh, I said he's friends with both of them. He is actually not friends with Jessica. He's only friends with Matthew. I guess, why don't you talk to Jessica then while you're here? Oh, and Crystal Curious is also here. So his current one is to have two pet friends, which is interesting. He does have this one pet, Piggy, which I assume was named randomly. Let's just let Piggy pop up out of the ground. There she is. This is she mainly Tank's dog? Yeah, I guess she is. She's a genius, hyper, independent, aggressive. I can see that. And despite her name, not a pig pen, fairly average in terms of what she eats. I don't think I've actually given the house dog stuff. Oh no, it does have some. There we go. Okay, that's lovely. Got Buzz meanwhile. Why does he have all these wants to be friends with random children? He doesn't even know. But in terms of his friends, who have we got here? Apparently he's good friends with Crystal Curious, but not like at the moment. Maybe they've had a falling out recently. He's very good friends with Cersei. Worrying. He's friends with Buck, but not Rip. And he's friends with Julian Cook, which who knows how that friendship happened, but I guess they're friends. And oh, look, he's really close to becoming an elder. Right, okay, so maybe we're going to celebrate his birthday while we're here. Sorry, let's let you put on some clothes. Get changed. Thank you. Okay, sorry. Now we can pay attention to other things. I'm also curious, who does he have good chemistry with, if anyone? Okay, Lola. Nina, who I don't know how he would even have met Nina. And none of these I really could see for him, to be honest. Him and Lola, I've seen stories where they got together and it was kind of cute, but I don't know. I kind of have been enjoying Lola with Dirk, so probably not. And Lucy Burb, I feel like she is just far too young for him. And Tank, he still has the highest chemistry with Lilith out of everyone he's met. He has since become friends with Cersei Beaker. Don't like that. And he does have good chemistry with her. Both of these two have good chemistry with Cersei, which I don't know. Would Cersei try to seduce Tank? I don't know. I haven't played Cersei as being like a cheater. She and Loki have just stayed married. So I don't know if anything will come of that. And yeah, he also has chemistry with Crystal, who's outside, who his dad also has chemistry with. I don't like that they are having chemistry with the same women, but that's often the case if you play relatives and they've got the same aspiration. Oh, but more importantly, he has this want to be friends with Pandora. So let's forget about the dogs for a moment and lock that, because we're going to be inviting her over tomorrow, I guess, or maybe today. But for now, I guess we'll keep talking to Jessica. Sorry, I've just been going on and on. If I remember right, although he's quite good friends with Matthew, it's kind of taken him a while to connect with Jessica. She isn't really you know, they don't seem to be getting on. I think they don't have a lot of interest in common. See, she's responding very negatively to his sports chat. Oh, interesting. Yeah, because I wondered actually, what is Tank's lifetime want? He's working in the military right now. He's drill instructor, which I don't know whereabouts in the career that is. Let me look it up. Let's find out. Okay, I've looked it up, and drill instructor is only level 3, which isn't exactly brilliant. So I wonder if he's not actually that motivated to do this job. I feel like Tank joined the military because it was what his dad expected of him. He always wanted, you know, looked up to him, wanted to be like him. But I don't know if he's like deep down, like in love with the military. I've always quite liked the idea that Tank has other things in his life he wants to do. And yeah, it looks like in this, his lifetime want is actually to be self-employed, which is interesting because self-employed, I feel so much, it gives off a feeling of wanting not only not to work in the military, but to like be your own man and not have to listen to anyone else. Just do your own thing. Be a gold badge in toy making, flower arranging, robots, cosmetology, gardening, fishing, poetry, sewing, or if your trade is food or paintings, maxed cooking or creativity skill. You have to do sales. Okay, this is quite a complicated one. This is one of Lamare's expanded lifetime wants, but that's really interesting that what Tank really wants is to be self-employed. I wonder what sort of business he'd like to run. Toy making is cute. None of these are like jumping out to me as like really Tank coded, if you know what I mean. Especially things like pottery and sewing. Is he an arts and crafts guy? I don't know. Apparently his his hobby interest is science. So what if he actually really wanted to work in robotics? I could see that. Let's see. He's political. He likes crime, food, sports. Yeah, decent interest in sci-fi. I like this idea. So Tank's room is this one here. But yeah, I wonder, shall we get him a robot crafting station? Yeah, why not? Let's get him a robot crafting station. I'm like, Tank deserves to follow his dreams. But maybe he's too scared to pursue it, especially with his dad. So he has to act like it's, you know, it's kind of sad being like this even as an adult. But I could definitely see Tank, you know, not wanting to share this side of himself with his dad, especially because it's a bit like wacky scientist, you know, behavior, which in their family they don't really like. So I thought this would be really nice to have like here so that it's got a bit of shelter, but it isn't indoor in the house. It's like a shed, but not. Yeah, let's pop it just there. And maybe Tank could get into crafting robots. I think that could be a nice hobby for him. And I think that with my mods goes with the science hobby if I have it installed. General Buzz and Crystal. I don't know. Wouldn't it be crazy if they had an affair? I really like this hairstyle I gave her. She's got this real like naughty speech kind of look going on. Let's go talk to him as well. I feel like General Buzz should talk to all the subordinates. It seems like Tank was in bed, but it's maxed out his interest. I might take his energy down and just send him back to bed so we can enjoy the morning. And then Buzz, why don't you go say goodbye to everyone? Wait, what's he doing? Oh my god. I was joking. I was like, wouldn't it be funny if they had an affair? And here they go, right in front of me. Right? Just, we're doing this. Buzz, I'm really... Well, I guess he hasn't woohooed with anyone since his wife died. And he does not get along with the Curious Brothers, right? Isn't he enemies with them? He's had fights with them when he was at school, if I remember right. Yeah, he won fights with them in the past. So, yeah, I mean, I guess sleeping with Laszlo's wife... It's kind of, it's not really the type of malicious I see Buzz Grunt as, but I do think he's kind of, you know, kind of a prick. I don't think he'd feel a ton of reservations about, you know, screwing over Laszlo Curious, so fine, all right. it's kind of sad because I do quite like her and Laszlo together. But, you know, I guess that's what's happening. So we can't begrudge it. Delete that. I was thinking we could make Rip's old room into a room for Pandora, because Rip isn't, I don't think, coming back. He doesn't really get on with his dad, and while he does get on with Buck is at college now, but I think they'd like to keep Buck's room for him in case he visits. But Rip is like an adult now with like a wife and a baby. I don't think he's coming home, so let's put a room together for Pandora so she can stay. Let's make it the same as these two beds, almost like maybe they've taken Rip's bed out of storage. And I am gonna make it green. Lovely. And then what else? Yeah, and to be clear, I don't think they'd be going all out for Pandora, because, you know, it's not like they're going to be having fully shared custody. I think she's a bit old for that. But, you know, she would be able to visit once in a while, so it's nice for her to have somewhere to store her things. So what if we put this here? Very utilitarian. Or stick that down there. And then anything else? Maybe like just a thing for her clothes. Yeah, nothing crazy. Just a few things just to make it feel like home for her, you know. And maybe even a little soccer rug. Oh, see, I'm getting too extravagant now, but he does have all this want to be friends with her, so I don't think it's crazy that he would like try to make her room nice. 'Cause I don't think he would know enough about her to know like what poster to get, so it would be more likely just like a bit of art to liven up the walls. What do we have? Maybe just something like this. Does Pandora like dogs? Who cares, really? I don't know. No, it's a bit too fancy. I keep forgetting the grunts are like just not that cultured, so let's just go with something. I liked the dog poster from before. Where was it? Yeah, I think just something like that. We know Tank likes dogs, so yeah, why? Right, so that's going to be Pandora's room for when she comes to visit, which she will tomorrow. In the meantime, Buzz, I don't know what to make of this. You can see I really did not finish decorating this house. I haven't even given him like bedside lamps or anything. You know, let's give him something. Poor man, he's like been living here for years and I never even finished decorating his room. He doesn't even have curtains. Then again, I don't think any of these rooms have curtains. That's kind of just how the Grunt family, you know. I could see the men not having curtains. They live a very Spartan lifestyle, so yeah, sure, why not? Alright. Yeah, Tank should be around the same age as Lilith. I don't know if I've synced it all up properly, but I imagine they're both in their 30s, give or take. So 30, it's a bit old to still be living with your dad, but I think Tank hasn't felt a lot of motivation to leave the nest because he hasn't like met anyone he wants to start a family with. He doesn't have a great deal of friends. The one friend he does have, you know, Matthew, who lives next door, is married. Why is he friends with Cap? I'm gonna actually pretend that that's not true. Because if he was friends with Puck, wouldn't he have known where Lilith was all along through Puck if they were like mutual friends? I don't know. I don't really like that. Let's just ignore it because it makes no sense. But yeah, it's not like he had a bunch of like people his age who were like young single guys, you know, hanging out and like living together. So yeah, I think he's kind of had trouble with motivation in life and he's just been kind of doing what it's expected of him. You know, he grew up in this very disciplined environment where it was all about, you know, doing the right thing. And I think he assumed at some point he'd like meet a woman and fall in love with her and raise children with her, but he hasn't like met anyone who is like who he really likes and who is single. Like, I guess he has a lot of chemistry with Erin Beaker, but I don't know. I don't see much of a connection there with Tank and Erin. I guess we could look into pursuing something like that. I don't want him to pursue Crystal. After she's just slept with his dad, and Cersei is married, and I just had Buzz do this, but I feel like in general the grunts are quite they are kind of conservative, but in a principled sort of way. I don't think he would see going after another man's wife as, like, you know, acceptable. So I don't know. Maybe it'd be nice to give him a chance to meet someone, though. Aha, he has rolled this one to get a robotics talent badge. Perfect. But yeah, I think Tank is definitely at the age where you start to want to pursue hobbies, get a shed, you know, get a shed. This isn't really a shed, but, you know, I can see this being a suitable hobby for him. And of course, with regards to Lilith herself, you know, I think part of him has held a candle for her, but at the same time, there's a lot of resentment there because she did leave him. And his mum left when he was a kid, and then Lilith left when he met her. So he hasn't really had any, like, long-lasting relationships with women, I think. You know, he doesn't have any female friends other than, I guess he has married female friends, Cersei Beaker. I mean, when Cersei Beaker is your example of, like, what women are like, it's not a good sign, I feel. I don't know. I could see Tank struggling a little bit with it. I think he is someone who, despite being a popularity sim, he doesn't have a lot of friends. He's a bit of a loner. I think he might even be shy. Okay, yeah, he is a little bit on the shy side and very, very serious. So I can see how he has trouble making friends. But apparently he befriended Pascal at some point. Well, there's AJ. What if we spoke to AJ and, you know, I don't know if talking to AJ is really the answer to anything, but you never know. Actually, never mind AJ. We need to invite over Pandora because once it gets to 9 o'clock, she won't come over because she'll be at school. So let's do that right away. Oh no, I'm too late. Yeah, Malcolm answering the phone. Piss off, Malcolm. You're not part of any of this. I guess we can wait until after class, actually. That's fine. Yeah, I don't know. Out of all Lilith's exes, Tank is one that I have, like, a sad feeling about, I guess. Because with Dirk kind of has his own life. He has quite a fulfilling career. He has, like, a girlfriend of sorts. Whereas Tank is, like, just still living with his dad and doing, like, nothing with himself. But it's hard for me to think of a reason that he would move out, especially, like, if his dad is getting older. I could see Tank being someone who feels like he kind of has to stay with him and look out for him, and I don't know. It's kind of a shame, but I don't know. So I think if we have time, we might take Tank out just to see if he could meet anyone he has any chemistry with. I'm not against him eventually reuniting with Lilith, but I'd like him to at least have other women that he's met. You know, the idea of him just pining for her for, like, years, I don't, you know, it doesn't feel right to me. I prefer him to have more of a life. Yeah, I could see him, maybe he starts this off as, like, a little side hustle, you know. I think if you sell it like that to Buds, it's not going to sound like a bad thing. But then if he starts making enough money on it, then maybe he could quit the military. But I don't know if he would do that while his dad is still alive. Maybe he would. I'm not sure. Don't teenagers get home from school at, like, 1 pretty early? So we can give her a call and hopefully... God, it takes forever to get the bronze badge. But that's alright, that's alright. Right, where's Pandora? Let's invite her over. Oh, we could invite Lilith as well. I'm gonna invite just Pandora, because I feel like inviting Lilith over is just asking for trouble with ACR. Oh, whoops. Oh no, she got zapped away because she isn't, because of the visitor controller. Let me change that. Where is the visitor controller? Characteristic. I think we need to allow non-locals. There it is. Okay, never mind. Let's delete that then. And I'll just teleport her over myself. She got zapped away, just like, bye. Oh yeah, because she's in the land grab house at the moment. Right, there we go. We will greet her with a hug, and then we're going to tell a little joke. Oh, why isn't he doing it? Tank, come on. Talk to your daughter. Oh, alright. If she's on the swings, let's push. Push her. Oh, for goodness sake. These Sims, stop it. Talk to each other. There we go. Lovely to see them getting along. And yes, I'd like to encourage her to be neater. I don't know. I don't know about crushing Pandora's playful spirit, but I could see Tank wanting her to be tidier. Ah, they're talking about sports. That's so great. Good for them. Ooh, future skiing holiday, maybe? I think there is a skiing mod, so maybe. But oh, it's just, I don't know. I feel like both of them have been really needing this relationship in a way. Okay, he needs to take a bubble bath. I don't know that it needs to be a bubble bath. Tank, could you not just have a shower? Oh, meanwhile, Buzz is home. Time to meet the granddaughter. Oh, there's Jessica. Let's say hello to her. One of the recruits. Don't. You better not have chemistry. Okay, good. How's the dog doing? Yeah, she's fine. She's gonna go bother Jessica. Okay. Right. Where's your child, Tank? Go push her on the swing, please. Is Buzz about to do it? Oh, yeah, he's waving hello. Is he really? Oh my god, this is so out of character for Buzz, right? Because I feel like his whole vibe is being a real like hard-ass parent who's like really like a bit, not cruel exactly, but you know, a bit harsh to his boys, but yeah, exactly like that. But maybe like now that he has like it's like when you have a grandparent, when you have grandchildren, it's different to when you have your own children. You're a bit softer in your old age. But then also the fact that Pandora is a girl, maybe he's like a little bit kinder. I could see that. It is funny to me showing off this particular lot because it is just pure Maxis. I've done almost nothing. And it's not very good, you know. Normally I only play households where I've like given them like some form of like interesting house, but I guess we saw it way back at the beginning of Lilith's journey, didn't we? So okay, General Buzz has food poisoning. Well, why didn't he think about that before everything? Why don't you just go to bed? Oh, and it's his birthday. We could have a party now, or we could wait a day. Honestly, I kind of like the idea of having a party now. Let's throw a party. Birthday party for Buzz. We're cooking the like birthday dinner, which is spaghetti, which is a little bit high effort for the Grunt household, I believe. And then he can have a little cake. And we've got this huge dining room, which is actually perfect for having a cake. Buck can be here, and Buck can meet Pandora, which is kind of nice. Yeah, so we'll invite Cersei, Julianne, Buck, Crystal. I don't think there's any need to invite Johnny. We could even invite Rip and Ophelia. I doubt they'll show up because they're not really friends, but you know, you never know. And actually, I see he is actually sort of almost friends with Johnny, so maybe we'll invite him as well. I like the idea that maybe Buzz softens in his old age a little bit and he isn't, you know, he isn't quite so much of a hard ass. It looks like at least a few people aren't going to show up, but that's alright. Alright, Buzz, don't be tired. I'm just going to wake you up. Because I'd like you to, you know, be part of the proceedings. Okay, people are coming over. Yay everyone. Oh, not this guy showing up. Let's go fight him. Are they still enemies? Yeah, they are a little bit. It would be so poetic with how at the beginning of the game, when you have Johnny's birthday party, Tank always shows up and fights him. And then at his dad's birthday, to be an old man, he gets into a fight with him. But at the same time, it will ruin the party. Oh, but it's just too perfect. Let's go and do it. He's like meant to be enjoying this party with all his loved ones, but he gets a whiff of pollination technician being here and is just not having it. Let's go fight. No, Buzz, never mind that. Go poke him. Oh my god, look at his angry little stomp. I almost never see Sims do this walk. Other than in like Machinima, I see it, but I never see it happen organically. Right, get him. Yeah. Oh, not the... No, Pandora, stop talking to Cersei Beaker. Why is she like the most influential woman in Strangetown who everyone is friends with? I hate it. Right, we've got a little bit of bullying in. Why don't we go blow out the candles? No. No. Oh my god. Okay, you know what? I'm going to allow it. Because this is just the sort of unhinged thing Tank would do. Is it? I don't know. I was just saying earlier that he wouldn't because she's married. But what if being reunited with Lilith has stirred up all these weird feelings in him and now he's like just not taking it out on Cersei, but you know, she's like a woman that is available. Right, well, let's just ignore what's going on up there. It's General Buzz's birthday. Aww. And the party's actually not bad, and we've got fireworks upstairs as well. Oh my god, that outfit! We could give him a full cowboy look. Oh, is there anyone we can age up with him? I don't really care about doing that. So it's like either we could give him like a real old cowboy look, or we could lean into this like, you know, old man in a sweater look. I don't know. I'll figure out his look in a minute. I'll let him have some cake first. Look at Crystal bullying Johnny. Right, Tank. Yeah, I don't know what you were thinking with that. I'm glad to have grown. That was okay, but I'm glad to have grown. Yeah, okay. I guess asking him to tell her a joke isn't great because he's not very playful, so he probably is not feeling great about it. Okay, we're moving on to gossip. Who are we gossiping about? Lilith? Joking about Lilith's grandma being died? Okay, weird thing to gossip about, but okay. Actually, since Buck is here, let's catch up with him and maybe even introduce him to Pandora. Is that an option? No. Okay, that's fine. Tank, you missed the boat on that one. Quit it. Right, let's... Okay, what outfit do we want for Buzz? I was thinking it might be cute to have him still wear his like little military beret as an older. I think that's nice, but yeah, I don't know, the buzz cut is iconic. He should keep it in all circumstances that he can. And let's give him some wrinkles. I might even give him the really old man face. You know, I want him to look his age, look old, because I feel like elders don't look old, if that makes sense. Like, it's just they have the same face as when they were an adult. Anyway, I don't know. Give him a... Oh my god, look at that, with that frown. Buzz, you are... Right, okay. Let's change everything, I guess. Hold on, I'm just going to save in case the game crashes. I want to give him like a classic old man look. It needs to go with his hat. That's very important. This being like the evil version of what Pollination Technician 9 is wearing. I mean, this could work for Buzz, to be honest. I'm not ruling this one out. I've always liked this outfit, actually, but I don't think it's quite right for Buzz. I think Buzz needs something a little more formal. I don't know. These ones kind of give off a really relaxed look to me. Because we could have him like this, and maybe this a bit more old school Buzz feeling. Yeah, honestly, I'm kind of feeling the pure grandpa-ishness of this fit. Maybe even... Yes, how it like... The beret and the shorts tie together with then like this cheesy grandpa-ish sweater vest, which is kind of what he aged into anyway. Yeah, I like that. There we go. There we are, Grandpa Buzz. Right, stop bullying PT9. I know I encouraged you, but there is... I don't know. I just feel like it's too much. I feel sorry for him. Is Cersei of all people cleaning that? Okay. What about making friends with Pandora? Never mind all this. I guess have your cake, that's fine. But, you know, you've gotta go make friends with your daughter, Tank. It's your one goal. Oh, right when Buzz was sitting down to talk to him though. Sad. Oh, but he looks proud of his son at least. That's something to hold on to. We've got 2 minutes to make this friendship happen. Oh wait, but I wanted Pandora to stay the night. Can we even do that? No, because it's a party. She'll go home on her own. Stop gossiping about the mum every time, I swear. No, they're not quite close enough for a hug yet. Maybe she's not close enough to want to stay the night. It's kind of a shame, but I could see that. They are both super into politics. I believe Pandora, she wants to be mayor, right? So you'd think this would be going better, but I guess not. I guess even though they're both into politics, I could see them having quite different political opinions. I think Lilith is quite anti-war, for example. We'll tell her a story about sports. How about that? That will keep them engaged. I'm just gonna friend zone. Well, I don't know. I feel like Cersei would not necessarily care about dating a father and a son at the same time. It feels, you know, Cersei behavior. And we're gossiping about Jennifer Burb and Cole Oldie. Okay. Aw, yay. Oh, yay, they made friends. Oh, I'm so glad. Oh, and he wants to be best friends with her. Yeah, we'll lock that. Having a fling with Cersei Beaker of all people. I don't know, Tank. I don't know. I feel like, I guess he's just a bit desperate. Like... But I don't like it. It's giving like mummy issues and like, I don't know. You know, Cersei's bio just makes her sound like such a sadist that it's definitely not something I want for Tank. You know, I want good things for Tank. We love Tank. And we're gonna pretend that he made friends with Puck semi-recently, maybe at a party of Lilith's or something, just so that I don't have to deal with the continuity issues. But he did at least make friends with Pandora, even if she didn't get a chance to use her room. I did like the idea, though, of taking Tank out to see if he can meet someone. And it looks like he's got Tuesday off work. So it's a good opportunity for that. So I think we'll have him go out, see if he meets anyone, and then we'll invite Pandora over again tomorrow. And, you know, maybe it will go better. And meanwhile, Buzz, why don't you head to bed? Oh, if he wants to spend some time with the dog, I guess that's fine too. I notice he sees the dog as like a really close friend, but the dog doesn't return the feeling. Oh no, the dog does. Oh, it's not Buzz's dog, it's very much a shared dog. Okay, well, fair enough. Look at him looking out the window all nervous. This is such a like Buzz behavior. I feel like he's always seemed kind of paranoid. I think you would be after your wife, you know, mysteriously disappears one day. It's got to have you in a weird state of mind. Anyway, let's put you to bed, old man. Turn that off. Get into bed. What is Buzz's hobby anyway? I think he might be a sports guy. Yeah, he is. So I wonder if we want something in the house that he can use for that hobby. I wonder if they should think about hiring a maid. But I could see them really being like overly frugal. I think that makes sense for this household. Like, I don't think Buzz would like to spend the money to have some... Oh my god. I was gonna say some stranger in his home, and right on cue. Oh no. Imagine if he just steals all the things I just bought for Pandora. I will be so upset. Look at this guy. Is this the famous Gordon King? Yeah, it is. Oh no, it's the other one. What's he gonna steal? No, not the TV. No. Nasty guy. Nasty piece of work. Is that all he's having? No. Not my brand new robot bench. Oh, and the guys are both in bed, so I feel like we can't just wake up and call the police because they wouldn't hear it. Oh no, he's not going for the robot bench. Oh, is he going for the telescope? That's a lot of stairs to go up. Slowly sneaking all the way up here. Yeah, I think I bought them the expensive telescope just in case Tank wanted to have a cheeky abduction, but it doesn't seem to have happened, which, you know, for the best, really. Yeah, okay. Okay. That's everything though, right? Surely you don't need anything else? Oh, this is so disheartening. And like, if he comes upstairs, I could say that maybe they hear him, but I don't really think he would be able to do much otherwise. Okay, no, he's running off. Oh god, the time suddenly increased. Oh no, there he is. What are we taking now? Was that something on the wall? No. Oh my god. Right, is that everything? Leave. Yeah. Well, the thing is it just seems like the burglar would get away. Like, I don't like to cheat and just have them wake up just because... Oh. I don't like to have them wake up just so that I can call the police if really the sim seems like they would sleep through it. Oh, but he finds out there's been a break-in in the morning. Oh, Buzz. I'm sorry. And he's got an upset stomach. Oh dear. Oh dear, Buzz. Well, you're gonna need to go to the toilet too. And then I wonder about having him retire. He hasn't rolled a want to, but his wants aren't really like work-based either. Let's just give him a secondary of... I don't know what makes sense for Buzz actually. Should we? I'll roll a dice and see what he gets. And if I don't like it, I won't do it, but let's see. 4. So that's... I like to start here and do 1, 2, 3, 4. Romance. I don't... Surely not. In his old age, Buzz suddenly becomes really, like, randy. Although he did just get together with someone's wife. Yeah, what if this unlocks something dark in Buzz? And he's suddenly like, wait, I'm really interested in woohoo again all of a sudden. Now I'm like an old man. Oh, that's just so cursed. Okay, whatever, let's go with that. And then Tank, I'd like to flesh out a little bit more as well. So let's roll a dice for him as well. That's 3. 1, 2, 3. Knowledge. That makes sense with him being into robotics at the moment, I feel. And I think Tank maybe didn't go to college and could be even a little bit sad and jealous that Buck got to go to college. So yeah, let's go with that. And again, we'll give him the motive ones. I don't think it makes sense to give him the work ones considering he doesn't even want a job. Oh, we want to buy a burglar alarm. That is a good idea. Let's get one. Bam. Okay. That's one thing. Oh, Tank's actually got a want to call Buck to chat. That's so cute. Let's do that. And Buzz is going to work, but I don't think he'll keep the job for too long. I think we're probably going to want to think about retiring. No, go to work. Oh, he's missing his objects. Oh, the fact that he waves goodbye to Piggy the dog is very cute. Alright, we'll go ahead and call Buck, because I think that's nice. Oh, the male lady's being menaced by the dog. Piggy, no. Let's praise her for hostility. Okay, and we've talked to... Oh, we're missing the TV. I bet you are. Aww. Let's praise for the hostility, you know. But where were you when the burglar was here? I don't remember Piggy, like, barking. If she had, I might have, like, alerted them to it, but... Get on with our chores. Oh, we can invite Pandora over now. Although, would we invite her over just, like, back to back? I don't know. Let's go to the shops first. Just to see if we meet anyone. Maybe we could even go into town. Wait, what if we called Pandora up and then took her into town? That could be nice. It could be like a day in the park with us and maybe the dog. Let's invite her over. Yeah, sure, why not? Who on earth is Pandora's friend? Elizabeth Aspire, okay. Wait, what if she's setting them up? Oh my god. What if they've got chemistry? But does Pandora even know Elizabeth? Maybe. I guess she does. Okay. Well, let's ask her to form a casual group. Let's see. Ask to form a casual group just for fun. And I guess we can ask Elizabeth to join. Seems a bit weird, but sure. And then we're gonna go downtown for like a... Okay, Elizabeth is coming. This is so random, but sure. What if he was telling her about how he wants to start up his own robotics company, and Elizabeth, who's like a businesswoman, is looking to invest and Pandora's like trying to be helpful? I don't know. I'm trying to make this make sense. Right, let's take the outing. Oh, it's a shame the dog can't be part of the outing, I guess. Let's just stay in Strangetown. And we could go to the diner with this little group. I think that could be cute. Yeah, here we are. And what I was thinking, they could go here and be seated together. Why is Noriko getting a note? What is happening? Noriko, the like dead character from Desiderata Valley? I don't know. Okay. Well, let's not worry about it. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. No. No. Okay. Let's see if we can fix this or if we're about to make it crash even more. Okay. That was not the move. Alright, I'm gonna restart the computer then. Oh, Tank's got home and it's like forgotten that Pandora was here. So I guess we're gonna have to call her over again, or maybe even just teleport her over. Let's ask her to join a casual group. Let's try that again. Right, okay, let's hope this time the game cooperates. We're gonna go oh, okay, Elizabeth's back. It's still doing the thing about Noriko having died. Okay, let's just hope that this time it works. And we don't have any more pink flashing, fingers crossed. Okay. Although it occurs to me, Tank is not very likely to meet anyone here because I think only people from Strangetown show up. Yo, what if Lola was the one? Let's hope not, because we already have Dirk dating her, and imagine if like all Lilith's exes are just dating Lola. But he's talking about maybe, they were talking about skiing before. I wonder if Tank is angling for some sort of like, you know, daddy-daughter holiday. It's still so weird that Elizabeth is here. Like, why is Elizabeth here? No, why are we talking about Woohoo? He's like, yes, I am sort of seeing someone, you know, it's complicated. You know, maybe she's asking him about that. And I mean, it's not as if Pandora would know who Cersei Beaker was anyway, but Loki is right there, so I don't think he's going to be bragging about it exactly. I wonder, should we flirt with Elizabeth? Elizabeth is married, but I guess we've seen now that that isn't necessarily something Tank cares about. How about we do a cheeky scoping of the room? Who do we think is hot? Out of everyone here? Kristen. Oh my god, not Kristen. Isn't she dating? Isn't she? She is married to Johnny. But I mean, he's always not liked Johnny. What? Let's just go say hello to her. Okay, never mind, Kristen. Let's focus on... What are we focusing on? Where's Pandora gone? Oh, there she is. Although it is raining. What if we call her over? Oh, she went in to play sport. Oh my god, no, we should go shoot hoops with her. That would be so cute. Even though it's raining. Yeah, look at this though. Look at them. Oh, they look so... It's a literal same upset little face. I don't know. This is so cute to me. Alright, come on, Pandora. Ah. They're both so salty about it. Come on. Ah. Okay, I guess she's had enough. Let's head home, I think. I think we want to ask Pandora to stay the night. I know it's during the week, so realistically she wouldn't be able to, but maybe it's like the summer holidays or something, you know, who cares? So we're gonna end the casual group and then we're gonna, where's the option? Propose. Oh, stay the night isn't showing up as an option. Oh well. Maybe it needs to be a certain time of night before it shows up. But maybe we could flirt with her. Okay, she's not interested. I mean, she does have a husband, and they don't even have that much chemistry. Pandora's not used to all this. Oh, General Buzz wants to bring Kimberly cordial home from work. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, she's in the military career, isn't she? Oh my god, what if we had chemistry with her? That would be... Sorry, because I know it seems like I'm just obsessed with Tank's dating life. But I'm just saying that she is like, you know, a sim who is literally based on Lilith. And if Tank ended up going for her, it would just be crazy. Let's go have a look. Let's see if there's anything here. Is there any chemistry? Well, they're off to a terrible start. There is, but it's only one bolt, which isn't great. Yeah, I don't know.
Huh?
I don't know about Tank. Who's he gonna have chemistry with? Is he ever gonna find, you know, the one? It might be worth them getting like a sports thing for out here. Because it is General Buzz's hobby as well. The only thing is there aren't a lot of options. It's like either this soccer net, which we've seen plenty of, or the hoop, which we've, I think, also seen plenty of, but I think it might have to be the hoop. Where would they put it? And then we could put something behind it. I feel like it always looks off to me without something behind it, but then there aren't like many fences that even make sense. What about this? Yeah, sure. Buzz is wanting to write like some war memorial type, you know? Not memorial, you know. Memoir. War memoirs, I could see him writing. Anyway, let's call everyone to eat. Tank, don't immediately start talking about woohoo to your father's guests. So weird. Just strange behaviour. Okay. Buzz, do you have really high chemistry with Elizabeth by any chance? I don't think he does. And he's still got such an upset tummy. Poor Buzz. Poor Buzz. Why don't you go to bed? Maybe just relax for a bit. Oh, don't we have one of those comfy chairs? Why don't you sit in that for a while? I noticed Pandora did not come for dinner, even though we called to eat. She's so social. She's just like talking to... I'm pretty sure Jessica is not even like a house guest. She's just someone who was passing by. I mean, that is in character for her. I wanted to ask her to stay the night. Is it still not an option? No. I might make Pandora selectable so that we can have her stay the night, and it's already past 6 PM, so she won't age up or anything, and that way we can just enjoy having her here a little bit, even if it's just for roleplay purposes. Right, and then let's send Pandora to bed. Tank, that's not your bed. Oh my god, how many times? And Buzz, I think you ought to go to bed too, because you're old. There we go. Stop looking so mad. What is he so mad about? In bed. Good. And then we've got Tank sleeping soundly, and Pandora sleeping in her little guest room, which I think is so cute. And honestly, that might do it for the grunts. I just wanted to play with them just a little bit, just to show Tank and Pandora establishing a bit of a relationship and show what's going on with Tank, because he's not really the focus of the, Belladonna Cove story, but I did want to give a little bit of insight into what's going on with him and give Pandora a chance to build up some relationship with him before college. Yeah, I think that's a nice place to leave the grunts for now. I want to do a little episode like this to catch up with Angela and Dustin as well, so stay tuned for that. And then the, Malcolm Landgrab saga in Belladonna Cove will be continuing. So until next time, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye for now.